Yo, what's up, guys? It's King Sean here, and happy schedule release day. This is a day that we've been waiting for a couple weeks now, anticipating because we expect the Commanders to get a bunch of primetime games, and so far, we are getting a lot of primetime games, man. Per Benjamin Albright, we are getting 8 primetime games this season, which is insane, and the thing is, not every single standalone game counts as a primetime game. So I'll just say standalone games, 8 standalone games. We have 6 primetime games and 2 standalone games, but I count those 2 standalone games as primetime games as well because those are nationally televised, like the Dolphins game in Madrid. That's not counted as a primetime game, but that's going to be nationally televised. And then the game versus the Cowboys on Christmas, which we'll talk about in a second, that isn't counted as a primetime game as well because that's at 1 p.m. But, I count that as primetime because everybody's going to be watching that, right? It's Christmas. Everybody finna be sitting down at home watching that game. So I count that game as primetime. So basically we have 8 primetime games, which is insane, man. I mean, last year we had 3, only 2 primetime games when the schedule released. Remember, our game week 17 versus the Falcons got flexed to Sunday Night Football. Before then, we only had 2 primetime games, right? So it's just incredible how we went from having 3 last year to 8 a year later. And that's the Jaden Daniels effect. I mean, he obviously had an incredible rookie season last year, led us all the way to the NFC Championship game. If it wasn't for JD5, we would not have this many primetime games, and I think you all know that for sure. So we're going to go over the league so far, and I'll do a full in-depth breakdown of our schedule tonight when it releases. But before we do, make sure y'all leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not already subbed up, and turn on notifications. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. So as y'all see on screen right now, these are the leaks we have thus far, and I'm not going to go too in-depth with these because I want to break down the full schedule tonight when it releases. But right now, we have week 1 versus the Giants. That was announced early on this morning. And I'm not going to lie, I thought the NFL could have put us on primetime, maybe versus the Bears or some other team on primetime. Not the Giants. I was not expecting that. But I guess to just get it out of the way early because we have no 1 o'clock games. Yeah, that's right. We have no 1 o'clock games in the months of October and November. So basically, all of our 1 o'clock games, and I'm pretty sure we only have like 4 to 5, are in September and December. We have 0 1 o'clock games in October and November, which is absolutely bizarre, man. So, I mean, that just tells you how many standalone games or 4 o'clock games we're going to have on our schedule. But week 1 versus the Giants, we should win that game. Like, if we're serious about competing and winning the division, we have to sweep the Giants, and I expect us to do that this season. So we're going to play the Giants week 1. Week 2, Packers on Thursday Night Football. I am glad that we won't be playing them in December or November because that's when it gets cold in Green Bay, and you really don't want to deal with that cold. So I am happy that we're playing them early on in the year. Week 6 versus the Bears, Monday Night Football rematch between the number 1 and number 2 overall pick, Caleb and Jaden, obviously. Obviously, the Hail Mary ended the Bears season last year. It was so amazing to watch how that Hail Mary just ended their season, man. I mean, they went on a, 11-game losing streak after that? Insane. Did not win again until the last week of the season versus Green Bay. And Jordan Love got injured midway through that game. So, if you want to count that or not. But, yeah, that does count. But we just ended their season last year. I know they're going to seek revenge, but we ain't going to let that happen. So we're playing the Bears week 6 on Monday Night Football. This is a bit of a weird one. Week 9 versus Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. I did not expect this. I thought they'd give us the Lions, maybe the Vikings on Sunday Night Football, maybe the Chiefs. But we have the Chiefs on Monday night, which I'll talk about in a second. But, very interesting that they're giving us the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. Like, the Seahawks aren't bad, but they lost a lot of pieces this offseason, and Sam Darnold is their quarterback now. Not saying Darnold is bad or anything like that, but, I mean, it's Sam Darnold. I don't know how many people would love to watch Sam Darnold. I mean, he was good last year, but will he be that same guy? We'll see, but it's interesting that they put us on versus Seahawks Week 9 Sunday Night Football primetime spot, right? Week 10 versus the Chiefs On the road, Monday Night Football, I mean Jaden Daniels versus Patrick Mahomes. Enough said, man. That is going to be an excellent matchup, one that all of the country will be watching. Super excited for that game. And then week 11, obviously we're going to be in Spain, in Madrid versus the Dolphins. And then I'm going to assume that our bye week will be week 12 because, we'll probably be super tired after that long trip to Madrid, Spain. So the NFL may let us have our bye week the week afterwards. So I'm going to assume myself that our bye week will be week 12. And then coming off of the bye, week 13, we're going to play the Broncos on Sunday Night Football. So Jaden Daniels versus Bo Nix, the two best rookie quarterbacks last season, battling it out on Sunday Night Football. So that should be exciting to watch. And then week 15, we don't know the week 14 game yet. Week 15 at the Giants. Now, this is our second matchup versus the Giants. Once again, we should sweep them. So, if you want to be serious about winning the division, competing, like I said, you have to sweep the Giants, and I expect us to do so. But this is interesting because this Giants game in Week 15 is the start of 4 straight games against divisional rivals. Week 15 versus the Giants on the road, and then Week 16 versus the Eagles on Saturday, which we talked about yesterday, that game. And then 5 days later, Week 17 versus the Cowboys on Christmas. So, hey, man, that is super, super interesting. 3 straight games. Not just 3, though. 4 straight games because Week 18, to wrap up the season, we're going to go on the road versus the Eagles. And I really hate that. I don't like that, man. Like, they did that in 2021 with us where we played 5 straight divisional opponents to close out our season. Pretty sure we played like the Cowboys once, and then the Eagles, and then Cowboys, and then the Eagles, and then the Giants the last week of the season. Like, I hate that. I hate that, man. Like, I don't know why they just didn't space, the divisional opponents out. I don't know why they did that, but it is what it is. So we're going to finish up our season playing the Giants, then the Eagles, then the Cowboys on Christmas, and then the Eagles week 18. So those are our schedule leaks / releases because some of these opponents have been officially announced, like the Cowboys on Christmas and the Eagles on Saturday. So some of these have been officially announced, but some of them are just straight up leaks. So this is what we know right now. And later on tonight, I will be breaking down our full schedule. But that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment down below your thoughts on all of the schedule leaks that have come out so far. And I will be seeing you guys later when the full schedule comes out. And I'll break down the full schedule when it comes out, obviously at 8 p.m. Eastern. Maybe it gets fully leaked before then. We shall see. And if it does, I'll just break it down earlier, release that video earlier, so I have enough time to process, our schedule, digest it, things of that nature. So that is it for today's video once again. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.